You can work really effectively with weight issues using EFT. The question often is, where do I start? There are a couple of approaches to using EFT with weight which will help you get on that journey. Actually losing weight takes place over a period of time. But what you can do first of all is use the tapping to interrupt the behaviours that are creating overeating and an unhealthy relationship with food. The first thing would be to apply the tapping to feelings or cravings around food. Think, what is the particular substance that you crave? Maybe it's chocolate, maybe it's carbs, bread, whatever it is. Think about the particular thing and use a simple tapping setup statement like this. Even though I crave chocolate, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have to have that chocolate, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm going to have that chocolate, I deeply and completely accept myself. Then tap around the points. Chocolate craving. I'm craving chocolate. And so on, varying the statement slightly, but essentially repeating chocolate craving until the intensity of the craving begins to reduce down. Now, often people say, but I'm going to make it worse if I keep repeating chocolate craving. No, you won't make it worse. You need to state what's actually happening in your mind and your body as it is in order for the tapping to kind of disconnect that thought. So don't be afraid to state the negative. That's how the tapping will work for you. Now, the second way to really get started working on a weight issue is to interrupt the times and places where problematic eating behaviours are most likely to occur. So have a think, what is it for me? Maybe you always have to eat when you come home from work. Maybe you always reach for chocolate after you've taken a phone call from a particular person. Maybe your eating is fairly stable until you have to, for instance, do a presentation at work. So then you create set-up statements before you're likely to be in those particular situations. Let's say, for instance, it's eating when you come home from work. So well in advance of that, perhaps in the morning time, you would tap something like this. Even though I have to eat as soon as I get home, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I can't stop eating when I get home, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm just not satisfied unless I have chocolate when I get home, I deeply and completely accept myself. And then continue tapping around. I always eat when I get home. It's that time when I get home, that's when I eat. I always do it when I come straight through the door. That's the time. That's the problem time. As soon as I come home from work. That's when I overeat. I always overeat when I come home from work. Again, not being afraid to say the negative as it is.